We have with us Mr. Brian Mason, Minister of Infrastructure and Transportation for Alberta. Brian, it's been a pleasure to interview you for our viewers.
Thank you very much. It's great to talk to you as well.
First of all, let me congratulate you on the achievements of your government, the activities so far, especially environment. And
yes. Thank you very much. Yes, we're quite proud of some of the work that we have been doing. I think it's going to make a difference for Albertans and for future generations too.
It's a very challenging time for Alberta. Everybody knows. What are our long-term plans, to overcome this difficult time?
Well, there's a number of things that we're going to do. I mean, we're going to be focusing on the economy and focusing on jobs, and obviously the Premier is very concerned about the impact on our budget by the falling price of oil, but also the layoffs that are taking place, the job losses in Calgary and Fort McMurray and other parts of the province. And so we have a number of measures that we're following to try and do that, making loans and capital available for small business, reinstituting the STEP program. We have a job creation tax credit program that will help businesses and not-for-profits create jobs. So there's a number of things that we're doing, and we're going to continue to come up with ideas that will help improve the economy and put people back to work. We also, I should point out, have increased the infrastructure budget for the next several years. And working with the federal government, which also has an infrastructure program, we should be able to put thousands of Albertans back to work by accelerating things that Albertans need, new roads and overpasses, but also hospitals and schools. All of those things we can build more cheaply because of the economy and because interest rates are low, so we can afford to do more and put people back to work and help prepare the economy for a recovery.
You have a very friendly counterpart in Ottawa right now, with the good heart regarding infrastructure funding, so that should help also.
I think so. It's nice that his government has given him also some significant amount of money in infrastructure in order to, and he has responsibilities, of course, across the country. But Mr. Sohi and I both drove a bus with the city. We both were Edmonton City Councillors, yes, and now we're both infrastructure ministers. So there's a lot of common interests and common history between us, and I'm sure that we can work together to improve the lives of Albertans and Canadians.
Prime Minister Trudeau just recently said that he's shifting from resources to resourcefulness. What do you think about that statement?
Well, it's not a bad idea. It's just a bit of rhetoric for all the people at Davos, Switzerland, I suppose. But we obviously have to not only continue to depend on our basic resource industries; those are very critical. But we need to find out ways to add value, to create new jobs, new technologies, focus on education for job training, all of those things. So I agree with the sentiment that the Prime Minister expressed, that you need to move beyond just resource extraction, but at the same time you can't lose sight of the fact that those resource industries are very key to the economy and employ millions of Canadians.
As you're also in charge of transportation, and most of our truck drivers, especially grabber truck drivers, they are going through a very difficult time right now.
Yes.
What kind of assurance we have for them that the future is good?
Well, we can't be directly involved in every aspect of the economy, but certainly by ramping up our infrastructure spending, particularly some of the road work, will, I think, help create jobs in that industry, put people back to work. And so I'm hopeful that we can be of some help to them. Our government has done, a great deal in a number of areas. I think we're made some real impacts in terms of First Nations. I think some of our economic plans, we reversed cuts that the Tories were planning, $1 billion cut from healthcare. We've restored funding for education, so that we're making sure that people get the services they need, that they're not cut just because the price of oil goes down. This is traditionally what happens with Conservative governments. As soon as the price of oil goes down, they lay off teachers and nurses. Well, we're not going to do that. And at the same time, we're going to be working to try and improve the economy and to improve the province's finances as well.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you
Mason.
very much. Pleasure.
And sharing your views with our viewers.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.